Pandemic positives. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pandemic Positives on Balcony Banter on this 30th of December 2020. As you can see, we're all here. We've got Juliane, we got Clio, we got Christina, and your favorite, Timmy Baby.
I see, is this your new name?
Timmy Baby!
It's called wishful thinking.
Okay, I'm going to go straight in with the weather because the weather's been terrible the last few days. It was raining, it was cold, and now it's gone back to normal. So the weather for the next week, there's going to be plenty of weather in the next few days. And that's the end of the weather.
Yeah.
And we'll go straight to the COVID, and then we'll be finished with it, probably. So this was yesterday's. So yesterday's was Canary Island total 6,134. I didn't have time to look after 4 o'clock today, I'm afraid. 4,831 in Tenerife, Arona 281, Adeje 165, Granadilla de Abona 255. But the good news is that from the last time we looked, the 7-day average has come down to around about 90, and it was up at, this is last time we looked, 118. So it's actually on the way up again because it was actually lower than 90 a couple of days ago. But yeah, so that's the end of COVID for now. I'm actually just going to put the COVID thing on so that people know that we've finished. Is that on? There you go.
Yeah.
So that was the COVID. We're done with COVID right now. We're going to go to positive positives. So let's get the banners off and let's finish the music. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Balcony Banter. Hello, ladies.
Hello, Jen.
Timmy Baby.
Timmy Baby. Actually, Timmy Baby was my nickname in Germany for the family. So all the family in Germany call me Timmy Baby.
You said that before. Somebody called you Timmy Baby in one of the episodes before. I remember that.
They did. Yeah, it was a
He
girl at
probably
work.
paid them. He paid them in advance, Juliana.
Timmy Baby. So we got Juliane in your home on your phone. We've got Clio in your flat, which is down here.
Yeah, I could take the computer out to the balcony and we could kind of turn our computers around and wave, but I'm not going to do that today.
No. I'm on the iPad here, and I had problems with I parked the SIM and then unparked it, and now for some reason it won't connect. So I'm turning it off and on, but basically I'm on the house Wi-Fi now, so I'm hoping that's going to be okay. And Christina's on my phone on my other SIM, so there you go. So say hello, Chris.
Hello.
And
Actually,
I've got a new microphone which arrived today.
We can confirm with Chris whether you were called Timmy Baby and whether it was a term of affection by asking Chris. So
let's ask Chris. Was I really called Timmy Baby?
Can't even remember.
Whether I was called Timmy Baby or not?
Yeah.
Okay, you're kicking her under the table.
You probably called you Timmy Baby all the time, didn't he?
It was Timmy Baby, Chris, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Chris, how did you call Tim?
I called him Timmy Baby too.
Oh, you do? Oh, when you want something.
Who started it though?
But now you can say it into your watch, right? Timmy Baby, Timmy Baby, come here.
Get my wine, Timmy Baby.
Him.
Well, there's a positive to begin with.
I can take FaceTime Tim. The watch doesn't recognize Timmy Baby.
What we did is
Not yet, but it's smart. It's a smartwatch. You got to teach it.
It is. No, what we did is we decided on the smartwatch because she had a really old iPhone from me. And I thought, she's got a telephone, she's got an iPhone, she's got earphones. So I said, if I can get a set of nice earphones, I get her a watch and she's got everything on her wrist. She doesn't need anything else. Perfect. Now we found that 2 of the 4 things we needed it for won't work. So she can't listen to audiobooks on it because Audible needs an associated iPhone, which we don't have because we've got it family style. And calling to Germany won't work because instead of our $10 for 400 minutes plan, they won't give us an eSIM. So we've got to go through Movistar. And that is going to cost me, I have got to change my phone because then I can only buy an extra line for Chris. So I've got to go for the $24.99 plan. Chris has got to get an extra $7.50 plan. And then to get 500 minutes to Germany, which we don't need, I've got to pay another €30 a month.
Well, if we're playing, I use a system called Tulani, which is I'm registered with Tulani, and I make landline calls to landlines in Ireland, and it costs me about 2 cents a minute. So a 20-minute call is 40 cents or something.
I don't think that helps because I've got to change to Movistar anyway because nobody else will supply an eSIM for the watch.
Oh.
We're tied in, you see.
It's all very complicated.
Yeah. In the small print, right at the bottom, there is a way to where they can say, if you're in Spain, you can use this through phone or something, or True Phone. Mm-hmm. And so I went to True Phone, and they've got great deals, and it's unlimited calling, unlimited data for €6 a month, no international calls.
Okay.
Now I know why we've got an Echo.
Why?
Because you're only paying €6 a month. No.
No, I thought I'd not muted Christina's phone or my phone. Right. Looking at Christina. No, it's okay. It's okay. Let's have a look at the. We got 39 comments already. Oh my golly gosh.
Crikey.
Hopefully
they're positive.
Read on.
Let's have a look. So we'll go from the most immediate backwards. Okay. So if you commented right at the beginning. And I know that Roger Channing was in about 2:00 in the afternoon saying hi. So we're going to go backwards now. So the latest one at 6:04 is Simon Farrant. Oh, just been pumped by DM. Hello all, and Timmy baby. Hope everyone has a lovely Christmas. We'll be in a COVID update tonight. Cheers. We just did the COVID update, but I'll do it again. I mean, it's we'll have a look. Hi, Tim. How are things? Good. Simon Frank, great sound and production, Tim. Thank you very much because of the new microphone, you see. This is a pod mic from Rode. It's I was saving up for this one. Everybody's saying, lol, Data Dan will help you. It's Data Dan's thing, but unfortunately I tried it 10 minutes before we went live, so I didn't have time to call him. But I think it's my fault. I think I parked the sim and then unparked it badly or something. I don't know. Or maybe I turned it on. That's what I did. I turned it on before I unparked it, so maybe I just got to turn it off and on again. See?
I've just worked out, by the way, how I can see the comments too, so that's great. I can see them as they come in as well, can't I?
Oh, you can? Okay, how do you do that?
Click on over to the, because I'm on my laptop, and I can just click comments.
That's why.
Yep.
You can see comments as well, but you got to be sideways. But I don't think your phone will go sideways. Will it?
Okay, no, it won't. Or else I'm upside down.
Everybody was saying Happy New Year. I'm not going to see everybody. Raimundo's online, snatching on the big T. Amazing clear pictures. Thank you. Hi. Everybody's saying hi. Pictures 100% better. Okay, Gordon, Carl, Peter Balding, Cheryl, Sharon Clark. Hi, Tim and Juliane and Clio. Hope you're all well. Happy New Year. Everybody's saying Happy New Year.
Yes.
There was no massive questions. Helicopter sounds good. Shall we club together and buy our own, Gordon? Was that a helicopter sound, or was it a helicopter you're going to buy? I read on Facebook, somebody says, does anybody want a free helicopter ride with a free luxury yacht cruise to La Gomera this evening? I'm looking for people to join me, preferably one person with a helicopter and another person with a yacht.
Yeah, I think I might know that person.
I'm having to withdraw Simpsons, not seeing Sunny Island for 10 months now, says Sharon. Wow. It has been if I can grab Christina's phone here quick and just show you the sunset. I hope I can do this.
Maybe with the Kalima is it a bit difficult?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Lovely, Tim. Yeah. You need to angle it. There we go.
That's it. Good.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Beautiful.
You could see my balcony. I could come out and wave, but I'm lazy.
We're not saying which one it is now.
No. God forbid.
It's not that one though. The one that looks in our bedroom, because then she'd never get any work done.
No, not at all. Ever.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there are new comments coming in here. Helicopter to buy. Oh, trees. Yeah. Yamaha rider Lee. Nobody. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I sent the topic to Juliane, so I apologize if I'm springing it on you right now. But basically, it was we're looking for something positive to say about the pandemic. I think it was actually your idea, wasn't it, Juliane?
Yeah, well, I'm always up for more positivity other than just COVID.
But then I sent the thing to Clio, and she came up with the title. So Pandemic Positives. So that's the title. And I've got a slightly different way you can interact with us today. It's something new again. You know what I'm like. Basically, you can comment here. But if you go to timothydowd.com and go to the blog, there is an entry for this Balcony Banter. In fact, there's an entry for all the videos we do. And if you go to that entry, there's not only a button now that you can press to enter the backstage area, so you can join us live, but also there is a form you can fill out for any questions. Now we'll try and get to the questions today, maybe, but I just want to try it out. So just stick a question in, and I'll answer them all on Friday. So if you got any questions you want to ask it about anything, put them in this form. Go to timothydowd.com blog on today's entry, so it's the latest entry, and then go and do that, and then see if you can send us it. What it does, it just fills out a Google form, and Google sends me a list of all your questions, which is quite good.
Fantastic.
It's getting very difficult to keep our positivity in the UK with 70% of the country in tier 4 from midnight tonight. Oh dear.
And the whole of Ireland's about to go into level 5. So Ireland's about to go back into lockdown tonight.
I think if everybody just assumed that they were in 100% tier 20 lockdown, and only went out when it was absolutely necessary, washed their hands, everything that I say every week, right? Then I'm sure we'd beat this thing. It's only people. I think if you put a rule in front of people, the first action is how do I get round it, and the second action is how do I interpret it? Yeah. So I think the first thing is, why do we need rules? We're all adults here. Obviously, we're not. And the other thing is, how do I get around a rule? But basically, all you need to do is to say, don't catch it, And if don't catch it means, as I said, if it was a virus that made you bleed from the eyes 5 minutes after you caught it, then we'd all be at home.
Yeah. Because it's been eradicated.
Because it's visible then. Because it's visible.
Yeah. I was thinking that everybody who's had it has got to have a C tattooed on the forehead. And then
what about people who don't know they've had it? Because there's lots of those too. And that's one of the problems.
Tattoo everybody then, just in case.
Yeah, heck it, go with it. People just think it's my name, so I'll be fine.
I know. Somebody wrote
here's
a
question today. Actually. Since we're talking about this, I'm just curious as to how many people who are watching us who live here have got the COVID app downloaded onto their phone, the Spanish app for contact, if you have been in the vicinity of somebody with COVID. I mean, my sister was contacted yesterday by the Irish Health Board because she has the app and she was near someone who had it and she had to go for a test today. So it works very well in Ireland. And it should work everywhere. Yeah, but I mean, I have it here. I downloaded it here on day one, and I will get a ping. And I just think it's responsible. It doesn't bother my phone. It's not a Google location, or it's not geolocation. It's Bluetooth, so it doesn't store data. But I mean, it's something I think everyone should just be using these apps. That's personal opinion.
No, I think it should be as well. I mean, I looked into the technicals of this because I wanted to know how they were doing it, and it's quite refined actually. The way it works is your phone collects secret codes from everybody else's phone. So each phone has got a secret code that only the phone knows, right?
Okay.
And so it collects all the secret phones of people you're with and then discards the ones that go over time. So after so many days, it just throws those away.
Okay.
So it doesn't store the data.
It doesn't store any data apart from a secret code that nobody knows what it is, right?
Yeah.
But then what happens? Nothing happens until you get COVID. Once you get COVID, you have to go into your app and say, I got it.
That's right.
What that does, it sends all the secret codes over the last 14 days up to a server, okay? And when you turn your phone on in the morning, your phone just goes to the server and say, was my secret code flagged?
Okay, interesting.
And if the server says, no, it wasn't, then you know you weren't in the area of somebody who registered that they've got COVID. So the two ways that this can fail, one is that somebody has COVID and doesn't tell the app. And the second way it'll fail if somebody goes in who doesn't have COVID but decides to say they do.
Yeah. Or
So
you need to have your Bluetooth on the whole time as well, by the way.
I'm not sure. It depends on the phone. I think that the iPhone uses near field something or other.
Okay. The Androids, because I would have had messages now and then saying your Bluetooth is turned off, your COVID radar app cannot.
Okay. Then maybe you're right. Then if it is Bluetooth, because basically it has to be Bluetooth, doesn't it? Everybody's got to be on the same one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Gordon Squire says,
anyway,
if it made one of my legs fall off, I'd be hopping mad.
I like that. And nobody else would have a leg to stand on, I suppose. So there you go.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Yamaha rider saying you are all positives and we like you.
Gee.
Plenty of tourists and locals breaking the rules over there. Bars full, restaurants full, so everybody's spreading.
Well,
Tree surgeon. I haven't been to a bar lately, but I do understand what you mean. I think a lot of the bar owners, you're not allowed inside anymore, so it's only terraces. And also the chairs have to be 2 meters apart. The tables, the backs of the chairs have to be 2 meters apart. And I think most of the people are being okay with it. Most of the people are actually being okay with it. I know that there are some places that we see online where they picture, where there's people start saying, "Oh, my bestie," and we're meeting today, and they're not keeping the distance. But now you get that everywhere.
Yeah, we went for a nice, again, I call it Stephen's Day. I know a lot of British people call it Boxing Day. The 26th of January, I went for a big long walk with the teen. We went all around El Médano and then stopped for a coffee. And everybody, I'd say we passed, if we walked alongside, behind and in front of 200 people, I think there were 2 people not wearing masks. And every terrace bar that we saw, people wearing masks, the waiters wearing masks, the tables were properly distanced. It felt very safe, very friendly, and very relaxed. So, and it was good to see, and very busy, which was nice to see as well.
I think that's the difference. It is very busy, but I don't think it's sort of like shoulder to shoulder busy.
No,
people are
No.
really keeping the distance.
I mean, it was 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't. I mean, a guy walked past me outside my front door here, so in the complex. He came in through the car port and walks straight past me here without a mask. And I said, 2 metros a mascarilla, por favor. Yeah, 2 meters distance or a mask, I said. And so he just wasn't interested,
No.
I went to the post office, not the post office, the post box at the front of the thing. On the way back, he's coming back out. He lives in the same building. I don't recognize him, but he's coming out with a little dog under his arm, still no mask on. And I said, "Hey," and he walked straight past me again. And I said, 2 meters distance or your mask. And then it was my fault all of a sudden. You're an idiot, and you're a sheeple, and so there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah.
So he called me a puta madre, and I called him a subhumano, and then that was the end of it.
Well, I mean, I stepped out of the lift. Just to explain, Tim and I live in a complex with 8 blocks. And from the very beginning, it has been made very clear that within the communal buildings and areas, you wear your masks. I mean, that's it. It's very simple. The minute you step outside your front door, pop on your mask. So I was getting out of the lift to walk to my apartment, and I have to walk by 2 front doors between a stairwell and a front door. And there were 3 people stood outside an open door. They were up, I think, the visitors, because I've never seen them before. And I would have had to walk through the group to get to my own front door, and none of them were wearing masks. They had them, 2 had them under their chin, and they put them up. And I asked the 3rd person to put his mask on. And he said, well, you've just touched the lift buttons with your fingers. And I'm kind of going, and? Like, therefore, you don't have to wear a mask, because I will be passing within about 3 centimeters of you. So just out of courtesy, put on your mask. And he did, but with such bad grace that it was almost distressing, you know. And he was a big, hulking 20-something-year-old. And I felt slightly intimidated too, I have to say, because I know I'm the cranky old woman in the block, but I just want to stay away.
That's exactly right. I mean, but we're saying positive today, right? So what?
Yeah.
What
sorry,
positive,
yes. But he put on his mask, so that was a positive.
That was the positive thing. Okay. Raimondo
So would
saying we get poor advice in the UK, not commands. Okay, that's true. Bob Barrows is saying booking 13th of July for 6 weeks. Crackmaster, hey, Daniel's in the house. Hi, Crackmaster. Thumbs up. Thank you very much. Let me just do a couple more, and then we'll go to the things. Fantastic news on the AstraZeneca vaccine, which will be a total game changer. Actually, I've not read that, so maybe we could talk about that in a minute.
It's been approved in the UK.
Okay, cool. And Florence Jordan, super sticker. Thank you very, very much. Every little helps. And we do really appreciate the people who support the channel. Don't forget, I know I keep having to say this, but you can go to timothydowd.com, and there's a button on how to support us there directly. Or you can do things like Florence here and do a super sticker or a super chat anywhere you like. So, but thank you very, very much. It's people like you that keep the channel going, that help us carry on. And if Cleo's going to be a regular part of this, then we can make sure that she's got enough oomph to come in as well. So there we go.
Sounds fascinating.
What's an oomph?
An oomph, I'll tell you later.
It's not a
okay.
Oomph, is it?
No, no.
So you, before we go to Juliane's positive story, what's the thing about the Seneca vaccine? Is that a different one to the Pfizer or Pfizer, as I would say?
The Oxford one.
Oh, okay.
That has been approved today, and from what I mean, I've been listening to bits of news, but I think they're talking of like millions and millions of doses. Obviously, it's UK based. It's easier to transport. It's much cheaper. So I think one of the British government ministers was saying that they're hoping by spring, as he said, I think that the COVID will be in their taillights. So cool. I mean, it's very good news. Very good news for the UK.
I did read in America that they were, if they carry on at the rate they're vaccinating now, it'll take them 10 years to get everybody. So they've got up to 3 million people a day to be able to get it by June, which is their target. So I think that's also an issue, is the amount of people they've got to vaccinate. Because I think you've got to vaccinate 68% of your population for it to be worthwhile at all. Anything less than 68% just won't work. Anyway, so apart from that, Juliane, what's your positive story?
Well, one of the most positive ones is the outcome of Balcony Banter this year. I think this is really something really good, and that we can share with even more people like you. And I'm really happy that you are always tuning in and joining us. And I think it's really important to this year has been challenging. It has come like boom, like a paradigm shift for everyone. We did not expect it to be that long and to go on for so long. but it also forced us somehow to look at ourselves maybe in a different way, and it will be also still challenging, like the story you were just sharing, Clio. It will challenge us even more, every one of us, whether we abide to the rules and to the regulations that there are out now. It will challenge us individually to become more conscious of how we interact with other humans, because we all got this ego, this strong ego inside of us, whether we are a calm person or whether we are a more gregarious person, outgoing. We all carry it inside us, and in situations where we are fearful, it comes out even stronger in every one of us. So this is something we can all work on individually for now and for the future. I think it's very, very important to keep that calm, and individually keep your own vibration really high, so that so that it's not really get sucked into this negative spiral that is already very much going on externally right now at the minute. That's very important. So
I'm just going to come back here now. Sorry, I'm just going to come back. I've just been called out by Fiona. Totally not positive, Tim. You were out in a restaurant having a beer, getting up with no mask, walking around, filming rain, table in front, which wasn't 2 meters.
Oh my God.
No, I have to respond to this. Fiona,
Timmy, baby.
No, I've got to respond to this. Fiona, let me do it this way. And let me put here. Fiona, you're right. I apologize. I was in Little Germany. I was sat at the table. It started raining. I grabbed my phone, went live, got up and showed the thing without putting my mask on. I was actually holding it with the arm with my mask on and couldn't get it off without putting the phone down and stuff. I realized that it was wrong. I do apologize. I don't think I was 2 meters from any person, but you're right. Those tables were there for a private party that was cancelled because of the rules. So they can't put the tables anywhere else in Little Germany, so they just don't allow you to sit on the tables that are in the middle, if you like. So every other table people can sit on. But I did get up without my mask. I did realize at the time, and I do apologize. But thank you for pulling me up on it. Okay.
I think the thing is, Tim, I've forgotten my mask. I mean, and as I said, I'm the cranky lady in block, whatever. But I know people have the right to say to me, "Where's your mask?" And hopefully, I'll have the good grace to say, "Oh, I forgot it." But
exactly.
when you kindly or in a neighbourly fashion say to someone, "Do you mind putting on your mask?" and all they get back is aggression or grief. That's when I think it becomes unpleasant. So I mean, I have inadvertently broken the rules too, you know. So I mea culpa many times, but I hope I have the good grace to apologize like you've just done when I realize I've done it or somebody says it to me.
Yeah, and learn from it, you know. I will learn from it.
Yeah.
Okay, positive
Can I say
things that came out of the pandemic. Clio? For
me, one of the huge things, even though I now haven't seen them for over a year, is my family. I mean, I had a major operation as well during the year, and nobody could fly to see me. I was in hospital on my own pretty much for a week. But that was fine. That's grand. I mean, I don't need people to be constantly hovering at my side, but the bonds that I have with my sisters and my dad, my mum's dead, I feel are stronger than they have ever been, because knowing that there was no chance of actually visiting each other at all this year, we all made extra special efforts to stay in touch with each other,
Mhm.
whether it's on Zoom. And I mean, family plus technology for me have been the revelations of the year, I think. You know, you mentioned technology as well, Juliane. And they have combined to make me feel at the end of a really bizarre year and what could have been a very lonely year, but I feel very much part of my family. I have a daughter here, but I have sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, my dad in Ireland. But I feel very connected with them.
Yeah,
You know, a connection doesn't have to be physical. A connection
exactly.
is about thinking about people. It's caring about people. You know, I know now if my sister might have to go into quarantine, so I already phone my dad 4 times a week. I'll probably phone him 7 times a week because I love chatting to him anyway. He's, you know, he's one of my favorite political adversaries. So, and I won't do it because I have to. I'll do it because I want to. And I
Mhm.
love talking to my family and I love talking to my friends here. But it has expanded how we connect with people, I think, because we've been forced to do it. And
Yeah.
I think that's a positive.
Yeah.
There we go. Ali Bennett, a positive of the pandemic for me was finding you guys. Lee, Andrew, and Dan.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Thanks,
nice.
guys.
thank
That
you.
was really nice. That was really nice. Crackmaster, thank you. Finding vlogging. Thanks, Lee. Has been a huge positive to me. Yep.
I think to all of us,
Yeah.
You all
Yeah.
talking to us makes it positive and help us
Aw.
to thank you.
God, people are on a real nice vibe today.
Oh. Mad Hatter Iliot. Hello, Tim and everyone. Hi, Mad Hatter. We had a bit of a conversation online today. I'm glad you had time to join us. Don't forget, if you go to timothydowd.com and go to the blog, this episode is the first post in the blog list. And you go into that, there's a button which you can come backstage, and if you want to come live with us, just turn your phone sideways, plug in, turn us all off so you're not listening to us, and come in backstage. Raimundo's there, and we love talking to you, Clio and Juliane. There you go.
Mwah.
Here's a thing, though, as well. Maybe it's another question. I think, like, we're talking about positives, and I think we're also saying we've learned personally things about ourselves and about how we feel about ourselves and other people and connections. And I think it would be really important that we don't let all this go when or if 70% of the population get vaccinated and we feel we can go back to the way things were, that we need to take these positives and hang on to them and kind of build them into whatever the next bit of our lives are. Because I didn't, if you told me back in March that I would still in December be looking at lockdowns and Zooms, and I would have felt very depressed. But I'm here and I'm feeling positive and happy and upbeat, and I'm looking forward to January. Even though I won't be vaccinated for ages because I'm not on the first wave of vaccinations, but I think it's really important.
I think Christina might be up there, but I don't know about me.
Well, maybe as her
because you're over 60.
I'm over 60. Oh. A positive thing to come out of the lockdown, we should be moving over to Tenerife within 3 years' time. Lee Grant, Lee, good for you.
But Clio,
and
would you
Horseman,
say?
Sorry.
No.
Andrew
Go
Horseman,
ahead.
thank you very, very much. Sorry, go ahead, Juliane.
Clio, would you say that for those positive changes that you feel in your life that you will have when it's getting, I'm not going to say back to normal because that's not going to happen, but more how we used to live with more freedom, would you say that you would effectively have to make an effort to maintain those positive changes in your life that you are experiencing right now?
I hope not. I mean, like, for instance, one of the biggest things is a weekly 1.5 hour long Zoom normally with my sisters. It gets longer every week. And God, I really look forward to that. I mean, in the last 8 months, I've talked to my 2 sisters probably more than I have in years. And I don't think I'll have to force myself to continue that. The only thing that might happen when we're moving on to another kind of normal is that work will get in the way, outdoor activities will get in the way, and like up to now, none of us are doing that much. So we're saying, okay, Sunday Zoom at midday, that's fine. We've all had our swim. But now, you know, somebody will be working. Someone's going to have to bring a kid to a rugby match. Somebody else going to. So that'll be the danger, I think, Juliana, is that when life begins to crowd in again and schedules begin to start to get busy again, maybe then we'll start to think that what is important now isn't important. And, you know, it'll be what I hope I will have the mental positive energy to hang on to what I've gained.
Yeah. But why I bring this up is that I personally feel that there was a lot already going on subconsciously, and a lot of things that we might find hurtful and painful right now, that we experience as such, has built up over so many years of wrongdoing. So right now, this year has been also healing a lot of painful things. So that in order that it's not coming up again, it's maintaining and cultivating. It's more cultivating those new maybe good habits that have been created, and keeping them alive, and see that we as humans, although we all have our ego and our bad side. I always call it the pig dog. In German, it's der innere Schweinehund, and I call it the pig dog.
Your inner dog, pig dog. I love it.
The pig dog. So the pig dog is the pig dog is very strong, and it's always there. It's always there to lash out, you know. But I think this year has been a great learning curve for all of us, especially in terms of how we can interact more human-like and more with compassion towards others, and helping. Yeah.
Agreed. 100%.
Yeah. So.
I mean, it's been such a shitty year. I don't know what the language barrier on the balcony banter is, but that's it
now. We're taken down.
Oh, damn it.
a pretty awful year in so many respects, that any positives we have got out of that, we really have to build on them, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, my positive story is that I've not only spent a lot more time with Chris, but that I broke the habit of nipping down the pub.
Okay.
No, I mean, it was getting to be too much. And because I was nipping down the pub coming home from shopping, I'd have a couple of beers and then I'd drive home. And that was not good. That was not good.
And now you opened the balcony pub, no?
Balcony pub. So if I do go out now, I'll either walk down to the village, and after I've been shopping, and I'll only go to a bar that isn't packed, or actually, since they've closed the insides and all that, I don't go out that much at all, really. I mean, I was in Little Germany when it rained, but that's because it was raining. Honestly, Chris, honest. But it made me break a habit, so that was a good thing. So maybe somebody else has got a positive thing or a habit that they had. Maybe if you were a workaholic and you were forced to sit down and do nothing for a while, maybe that gave you a little bit more confidence to try that in real life again. Or maybe there was something that was happening that you had no control over, that the pandemic changed for you. So it was like a what's Zwang in English?
A swing?
No.
If you're forced, if the change was forced upon you, but the change was a catalyst for something good.
Okay.
So it could be that that we could do that.
But don't you think it's always like that? Or we make the conscious choice to better, to improve something, or it will be forced upon us, which is in the beginning painful. Yeah, it's painful, but then it's actually for improving. So the more we actually try to work against the resist more, the more it will persist, and the more it will be painful. So relaxing and accepting and evolving. It's not only accepting the situation and then I have to bow down and cannot do anything about it. We seek for new solutions always and keep evolving, and that's how it goes. And that's
But
why
not
I
everybody
truly
can do that. I don't think. I think
no.
people. I mean, I'm able to do that. You're obviously able to do that. But there are certain people that are stuck in a rut, and maybe also have mental health problems, whereby they have to have a certain cut to be able to go on to the next level or the next thing of their life. I'm going to actually go and turn the light on for Christina.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, we'll just turn it to the side. We can share the lights. There we go. We can share this little light here. No, I've got to get something
Tim.
anyway. Yeah, but you're exactly right. But somebody here, Tim, you're lucky you can nip down the pub, says Dun Trucking. That's true, but we can't go in the pub because they're all closed. All the pubs are closed inside, so you can only sit out on a terrace. And luckily enough, we live in a country where you can sit out on the terrace on the day before New Year's Eve.
True. I'd go for a swim.
No, am I rubbing it in? Am I rubbing it in, ladies and gentlemen? If I'm rubbing it in, I do apologise.
But the other side of that, of the nipping down to the pub or not, and it struck me when I was thinking about my positive, it's the first time I have lived through something that is global. So I don't need, again, we'll go back to, for instance, if I'm talking to my family, or, I have a friend in New York, family in Dublin, somebody I know in Scotland, or somebody else in South Africa, you don't have to explain where you're coming from in terms of the pandemic. Or because we're all living through this, and in a way it has also made those connections slightly different too, because we're all suffering. I remember, there was a guy I know who's a writer, and he's just starting out, and he was kind of in a writers group saying a couple of months ago, I have this great idea for how myself and the wife are living through the pandemic. And I was thinking, well, okay, this is my own point of view. Everybody is living through this pandemic. So nobody else really believes that their story is less worse than somebody else's.
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, I haven't had a parent who's died of COVID or a sister. So I'm not trying to diminish that. But what I'm saying is my experience of being a person living through COVID restrictions is very important to me. And I don't think anybody else's is worse or better than mine.
Yeah.
So we have this shared global experience that really I don't think has been around since the Second World War, maybe. Recessions are one thing, but recessions affect people who are working, who are homeowners, but they don't affect kids. They don't affect teenagers to the same degree because they don't think so much about where money comes from and stuff like that. But this pandemic has affected everybody. And that's a new thing, that we have a shared global experience, and there's got to be something that we can build on from that.
Absolutely.
No, Colin's saying that the three amigos plus Daniel and Data has been a real positive and a frequent source of laughs over the last few months. Have a very happy new year to all. The three amigos was us in the what's it called? Tim and Lee and
Night
the Night Strider and Andrew. Yeah, Andrew. I keep forgetting his real name. He had his birthday the other day. Happy birthday again, Andrew. Okay, I'm just going to go and grab something that I've got to show because my phone went off and said, don't forget to show this. And you talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
I'd like to know, does Christina have any, and I see other people are asking if Christina has any positives to share, or, what's your take on this, Christine?
I think what's really positive is that people think about more of the environment, and
The light.
the animals are really important to keep them
Mm.
in a good position, like not lots of animals in a little cage.
True.
Yeah.
And that's something we need to change.
Yeah,
It
because I
needs
think
to.
if we don't, then there's gonna be the next pandemic.
Yeah.
That is such a good point. In fact, Dr. Michael Ryan, who is from the World Health Organization, I know some people have bad things to say about the WHO, but he's from Limerick in Ireland, so he's obviously highly intelligent because he's Irish. But he's one of the spokespeople, and he was saying today or yesterday on one of their kind of taped. Every now and then on Facebook, you'll get kind of a clip from the World Health Organization press conference, and he's saying, that a worse pandemic could well be yet to come in living memory, because if we don't learn from this one, and I mean what Chris is saying about caging wild animals and selling them in markets, and that if we don't learn from this, watch out, world. And that's scary.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There was a man from who didn't know what to do.
Go on then.
I can't do
It was
it.
a Limerick man. I get the Limerick.
I'm not from Limerick.
And the other thing I want to say, thanks to the guys who bought me the Apple Watch.
Oh yeah, she got some
really
donations and
makes a
said this is for
difference.
Christina's Apple Watch.
Fabulous.
And we like to thank it. Well, we do thank everybody who contributes and helps with the
Yes.
channel, but also people send us stuff over the website. For Christina, they buy her books and they buy her audio books, and they've contributed also to the Apple Watch. So we'd like to thank everybody
Right.
on that. And I changed my website, so if you haven't seen it lately, it has changed quite a bit. So timothydowd.com, and I did put my my details, so my name and address and telephone numbers on there now, because you've got to do that these days to show you who you are. And so I got an anonymous Christmas card.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Let me
that's
just do
cute.
this. Yeah.
There you go.
So
That's it.
I got
Aw.
Caesar's greetings with the mask on, Santa with
I
the
like
mask.
it. I like it.
And inside there was I do enjoy your YouTube channel. There's a good variety of guests and subjects you drive around, see. Keep up the graphics, they are very helpful. So a drink for Christina and Tim, and there was money in the card as well, so we've
Nice
had that
one.
drink. We bought a couple of bottles of wine with it, and here it says the fat guy's got COVID and he's in the hospital. Was it? I'll read it. I told them wear your mask, but no, they wouldn't listen. So all the dopey sods, including the fat one, are in isolation. So no presents for you this year.
Tut, tut, tut. Well, we still have the Kings here, so we're grand.
We do. And the other one
Well,
I got was from Birkhill, which
oh,
is up in
nice
Dundee, and I know who sent this because he wrote it in there. It's Barbara and Ian Miller. Thank you very much for the card. These are the only 2 cards we got this year as well. Did you get one?
one. Nice
Did
one.
Jackie send one? I think my sister sent one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of those. Oh, I'm too big now. I'm too big. Let's do this.
There we
Is
go.
that better? Is that better?
Yeah, that's good.
I'm sorry
Alright,
if I'm moving. People are giving out to me moving around. I have a bit of a twinge today, so I'm sorry about that.
We're 48 minutes in. The time's flying, isn't it? Happy
Yeah.
New Year to the Balcony Banter. Hope you stay safe and well. And thank you so much. You're also
welcome.
all very welcome. I know that Fiona was writing about her mum and her uncle, and our hearts go out to you as well. The other people can't see it because it's going too fast, but I think that Daniel was also giving you some support there. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, guys. You don't like talking about it, but we wanted to share. We're all struggling in a different way. God bless us all. If anybody can help anybody on this channel, in the comments or online, then it is welcome. So,
Absolutely.
well done, everybody. Yeah. So, Lee, stop putting nasty comments. Do you want to know a secret? Oh, have I got a troll, have I? Do you want to know a secret? Oh dear. Okay.
No,
Put
there was
user in
somebody called. Do you
timeout.
want to know a secret earlier? I think.
Yeah, no, he's making nasty comments about us.
Ah,
Yay!
So I put him in timeout now, so he can see what we're doing, but he can't comment.
excellent. Proper order.
It's better than blocking them, because if they're blocking them, they just go on to somebody else. But now they'll be going.
Send some love.
We're sending him or her positives.
Yeah.
So that
Send him love.
Yeah, send him love. So
then
you've got time now in your timeout to reflect about what you've done and to find out whether this is the person that you want to be going forward. Okay, Crapmaster in the same position, very tough situation, says Mick. Wayne Warbs, a great new year. Hi, Wayne. Thank you very much. It's a blast from the past. I've known him since 1974, I think it is.
Wow.
And we in fact, his wife was watching the channel and says, "What's his name? Tim Dowd. I know a guy called Tim Dowd."
Connections. It's what we've been saying.
Hong Kong Fu has been playing out in the snow.
Wow.
Lee, he is the Get Rid Wilden. Okay. Positive from me, Tim. We're seeing your Lidos.
Oh, yeah.
I tried them on the other day. Oh my
now,
God.
this I missed.
No chance.
Oh my God.
No chance.
No chance.
Whatsoever.
No chance.
We get the truth from Christine every time.
But you know what? Lederhosen are supposed to be wide, right? And they've even got a little door in the back. They call it a twill, a little door. And basically, it's a fold of cloth like this that's tied up with leather, so that they know that you're going to go drinking, and all of a sudden you're going to get fatter. You see, but because the lederhosen are an investment for a long time, and you should never wash them, by the way. In fact, the more speck, the more fat or goose fat and chicken fat that drops on them, the better. And then when you get fatter, you just open the door, you see. I know the door's wide open, and even the doors in the legs are wide open. And I can get them over my hips, but I just cannot close the button. Well, I pulled my thing in, and I just managed to close the button, and then Christina says, "Just a minute." Says, "Yeah." She says, "That one's got to go all the way over here. It's not the middle button, it's the side button."
But Tim, hopefully the Hosenstall war zu. Not only the door. How do you call Hosenstall?
The fly. Oh no. Well, what it's got two buttons, and then the fly is like a flap, like a codpiece. And so I was putting the end of the codpiece in the middle.
I thought Irish dancing costumes were complex.
Does anybody? Okay, if you want to see the lederhosen, give a thumbs up, and if you want to see me try and put them on, it's 100 quid. Okay, thumbs up. I'm going to get the lederhosen now. You talking to yourselves?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, we have seen them once. I saw them. So how long time?
You did really good.
Do you have a dirndl?
No, I need the hosen for women.
Okay. Wow. Oh yeah, they are for women too.
There we go. But does that mean that as an adult you'd only ever buy one pair in your life? Like
I'm not putting them
on. For
somebody was 100 quid now. I've just realised it's probably 1,000 I need, because I'm never going to get them on. No, but the danger is that somebody. No, if I say 1,000, then nobody will do it. But the danger is 100 that somebody would do it just for a laugh. There you go. Let me go big here.
Oh my God.
Okay. So this is let me just get rid of the beer. So this is the make.
Okay.
Yeah, the little couple.
That was quality.
Almost looks Canarian.
And size 54. It does.
Yeah. True.
And basically what it is can I? Oh, here you go.
Yeah,
so
we see
3 buttons. So this button goes here, and then the middle piece comes up like, oh no, it doesn't.
It's like a big boy's nappy, basically.
It is like a
Tim.
big
that
boy's
what you're saying? Windel,
Okay.
no. Wie heißt das auf Deutsch? Windel, no?
Windel,
I'm happy.
genau.
A windle.
Nappy.
I was an au pair for 6 months.
That's how
I
it's
should know
supposed
that
to
word.
close, you see. That's how it's supposed to close. And then this
Yeah.
top piece comes up here like that. Okay?
Yep.
So that's how it's supposed to close. And
Alright.
I was doing this button on this thing, yeah?
Okay.
And
And
it still
somebody
wouldn't
said
close.
you're taking the mickey.
It still wouldn't close. But they're not shorts, they're 3/4, so.
Okay. There you go. Well, that can be there's your target now for 2021, Tim.
Exactly.
That this time next year,
That
you're
is a good
wearing them
idea.
on Balcony Banter without having to hold your breath.
This
Yep.
time next year, so on the Balcony Banter before New Year, I will get into these pants.
Okay.
Sealed,
okay.
signed, and delivered.
And if
Sealed,
you got
signed, and
witnesses,
delivered.
Does
I got
everybody
12
hear
months.
that? You've got 12 months to get
I
into
got
those
12
pants
months.
and stay in them for at least 5 minutes.
So the lederhosen challenge. No, I've got to drink 2 beers. I've got to drink a litre, a mass beer, and
At the
eat
same
a fried
time.
chicken. And eat a fried chicken. I could drink
Just
it.
to
I
get
can
the
drink a
grease
mass
on the
beer, no
pants.
problem.
Oh dear, dear, dear.
Oh my
We
God.
have to find our own challenges, Juliana.
Definitely.
Okay. I've been missing some of the comments, but I do apologise. We will read them later. Ian Miller's in the house. Thank you for the thumbs up, and thank you again for the Birkin.
Oh, there
Christmas
you
card.
go.
And what else was I going to say? Okay, so that's the challenge. The challenge is Tim has got to. What I'll do is I will try and get into them and publish a picture of what they look like now.
Okay.
And then in 12 months' time, I'll be wearing them and drinking a beer. And in between, I'll give you regular updates. How's that?
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay, that's
Is that
good.
okay, Chris?
Yeah.
Is that a good
And
target?
we will
Try
have
and
to
get into
witness
this?
a live wearing
Yes.
of them as well. Myself and Juliana
Yeah.
and Christine will have to be your
Absolutely.
witnesses.
Oh, you got to be live.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Well, we've 12 months, Tim. You know, hopefully
got
we
12
can do a balcony banter together before the end of 2021.
Have you got a shoe on?
A big one.
A big shoe on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming up to the hour now, and I want to finish under an hour. So let them get them let out. They're already let out, unfortunately. Thanks all. Stay safe. Need to go. Stay safe. Other people are going now. Craig Agnews, God bless. God bless. Feliz Año. Got to go, says Tree Surgeon. Move the buttons. Yeah, you can do
That's
that.
cheating.
Okay.
That's cheating, Raimundo.
Okay, move the buttons. Yeah, that is cheating. You'll need a banner for the lederhosen updates, preferably after the COVID. I don't think I got a banner that. I don't think it's that wide. It can't be that wide. Happy New Year, everybody. Lee Grant
No
sharing,
C banner.
depression. I've decided not to let it beat me, so I've decided to get off my backside and get back into ultra marathons. Wow,
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
it is. They like the big ones, like the double Twix.
No, we're back to lederhosen, Tim. No, they're not.
Okay, they're not called marathons anymore. Are they called Snickers? Happy New Year to everybody. Oh, do you know, to a secret, she's back from timeout and she's saying that she loves Juliane. I'm saying she because
you have a fan.
That'll annoy him. Okay, everybody. So before we go, we'll just go the round one more time. Lee Grant, thanks for making me laugh. And Lee Grant, you're the last comment that we're going to read today. We will read the rest of them that come in after this, after Lee, afterwards, before I edit the video. And thank you very, very much for everything. So my positivity, again, or another positivity of the pandemic, is that we've met you guys and that we've met you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And also that we met you guys online.
Yes.
And I met this young lady a bit more than it was. There we go. Oh, can we do that for the thumbnail? Yeah.
The heart.
So I point to the right. You point. No, if you point down, Chris. You point to the right, Clio.
To the right. Well, there you go.
With your left hand.
Oh.
No, point the other way.
There we go.
No, point the other way. There you go. That's it. And you point up, Juliane. And you point down, Chris.
We got the Brady Bunch.
You've got to point down in front of the camera. There you go.
There we go.
Are you ready? Now, big smiles for the ka-ching. Okay, that's the thumbnail for next year's.
Excellent.
Oh, for next year's, it's with the lederhosen.
With the lederhosen, yeah.
It's going to be a fun, bumpy ride.
It's going to be a fun, bumpy ride. Ching. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, your last positive, Chris. Oh, happy.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody. Clio.
Connect again in 2021.
Okay,
yes.
And Juliane.
Think happy and be happy.
Think
and
happy
keep and keep connecting and sharing the love, because there's so much love to give, and we don't lose anything. We don't lose anything giving love.
True. We just gain.
Exactly.
So it's Happy New Year, and Google thinks that you might like this thing here, and Google thinks you might like that one over there, and don't forget to subscribe here. I've got to do all this, you see, or otherwise it doesn't work. I got to go to brand, and then I've got to do my little subscribe thing. Where is it? Notification. There you go. Like, subscribe, and ring that little bell for notifications when they upload new videos. I'll take that off. And now we're going to finish with Vamos a la Playa. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year, everybody. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey. Don't forget you can visit us at timothydown.com and go to the blog section. Send us a message. Join us again next year.
Countdown.
We're going to fade out.